Hey guys, just gonna do a video here on this Toro recycler. A buddy of mine dropped it off, wants me just to try to get it going for him. Picked it up at like an auction, estate sale, whatever, for like $24 or something like that. It's got the Tecumseh, I think it's a 6.5 Tecumseh, 195 cc's. Yeah. So I really don't like Tecumseh. I've had nothing but problems with them, and you can see I got some work going on here. I got the fuel line clamped because it needs a carburetor. Typical Tecumseh, always needs a carburetor. You can tell what model it is because you've probably seen this muffler before. I was gonna go buy some parts at the local small engine shop, and fix the carburetor up, but you can get a Tecumseh carb now for 20 bucks on eBay. The rebuild kit is I think it's like $7 or something, he said, for the rebuild kit. But that doesn't include the primer. The primer bulb itself is like an extra $5 for that stupid thing. And this unit runs, I got it going, but the primer doesn't work on it. It needs a new primer bulb, and the bowl gasket is bad. Who knows what else is bad? I could sit here all day and put parts into it. And Tecumsehs are so fussy, you could sit there and put tons of parts into it and it still won't run worth a shit. So you're better off just to go buy a $20 eBay carburetor. That's a Tecumseh genuine carburetor for 20 bucks. That's not a AYP part or Chinese garbage. It's the actual Tecumseh part. For this Tecumseh, it actually runs like a top. It runs as good as a Briggs engine, which I'm really surprised by because most of them are just trash. They just run like shit. They're just garbage. Tecumseh went out of business for a reason there, 2009. This thing's pretty rough. I mean, you can tell the cover's kind of warped. I think the spring's actually snapped because it doesn't do. I mean, it's really rusty in here too, but the spring just doesn't do anything. I think it's snapped. So, and he needs an air filter for it. So, 24 bucks for a carb and $5 for an air filter. Came with the bagger. I do have the bagger for it. Self-propelled does work. The tires are pretty good, actually. Most of these, that's the one thing too I said to him. I was like, well, the transmissions always go out in these things, and transmissions are 50 bucks eBay, brand new. And we got lucky in this one. The transmission's good, and the tread's so good on these tires yet. So that tells you that the guy didn't burn the transmission out of it. So looks like it's wherever he got it from was just sitting in a field or something, or sitting in a dirt floor in a garage. I don't know. It's really used and abused. It needs a blade sharpened too, but that's typical. See if I can get the model number here for you. It's a Toro 20005. And if I understand correctly, it was made in 2005. And somebody put a new spark plug in it. It looks like they may have even done the coil. I don't know, because it looks pretty new to me too. Somebody was dicking around with it and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with the carburetor. But the primer bulb does have a crack underneath, and the bowl gasket leaks gas too. And I don't know, I could throw a couple dollars in parts into it, but when a carburetor's $20, why waste your time? It's just not worth it. And had to flush out the gas tank too. And surprisingly, it had some good oil in it yet. Interesting, but I mean, with the bagger for 24 bucks, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's okay. The carb and the air filter, you're talking close to $30 for a carb and an air filter. So, I guess it's alright. It's about going rate. I wouldn't say he got a good deal after the parts and everything. I'd say he paid about going rate for it. But auctions are not always your best deal, estate sales. Sometimes they are, but if you get in a bidding war, you know, it's not worth your time. I mean, the bids can go pretty high, and you waste your time to get into it, and you start bidding. And this is not a personal pace either. This is just a one couple handle design, you know, the cheaper design too. I would start it for you guys because it does start just on starting fluid. It will stay running on its regular gas, but to get it started you have to use starting fluid because the primer's busted. But damn good runner though, really good. Really rare for Tecumseh to run that good. I would start it too, but the muffler's off obviously, so you know. I had to put another one of these on there. It was missing one of those when I got it too. Somebody has shortened the recoil too. Somebody's messed around on there too. They might have spliced it and put it back on or something. I don't know, because the pull on it's kind of short, but it does start though. So he did bring me a big snowblower too, but it was missing so many parts I didn't really want to waste my time fixing it. I mean, shit, it was missing the heater box, the belly pan, bunch of carburetor parts. I don't know what else the snowblower was missing. It was a big big Yardman, I think it was, probably from like the year 2000. Had some big ass meaty tires on it too, bigger than my Husqvarna tires on my Husqvarna, which was interesting, but it was probably better used for parts. So alright guys, just wanted to show you what I was working on. Thanks for watching.